How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to show you how I pimped out my PC case with some UV cold cathodes that I purchased very cheap on eBay. And this is just going to be a general video on how you can pimp out your own case and the tips and tricks that I learned in doing the whole process myself. So let's get right into it. So for the start of the video, I'm just going through some glam footage of the UV lights under different lighting conditions like day and night, just so you get a feel for how it'll look at different times of the day. And I personally really like how it looks when the lights are on or it's daytime. It gives it a really nice blue shine that's subtle, but like it looks really cool, as opposed to when it's nighttime and dark and it looks more opaque and you can't see through it. So here are the cold cathodes that I've purchased from a Victoria seller on eBay, and they were very cheap, about $19 including shipping, which is one of the main reasons I purchased them over the LEDs, which are a lot more expensive, and they also give a much more distinctive purple glow, which I didn't really want. I just wanted the shine whilst keeping the case relatively dark. The cables it comes with are very awkward, so what I did was just cut them down and just hook it up so it was just the power. So whenever my case was on, the lights would turn on, so I got rid of everything else. So you need to be careful of the length of the wires, as well as that ugly converter, which is that aqua thing in the middle. You're going to have to somehow hide that. However, it should be noted that LED cables are much more manageable. Here I'm just giving you guys an idea of the UV glow that you'll get by shining it over certain components in the PC. So my case is the NZXT-H440, and as you can see the logo lights up very nicely, and also the UV reactive dye that I have in my water loop lights up nicely in the reservoir. So if you were to put it up high somewhere, you'd be able to make that shine and it'll look good. But I eventually opted not to do that just because it added a bit too much light that I didn't want in my case. Because I find that added ambient lighting is just like, it lights up the room a bit too much and it's a bit impractical for my use. But your mileage might vary, you might like it being very shiny, so you can put in as many as you want. Here I'm just showing you how the graphics card water block looks under the UV. And it looks cool, but you can't really see it unless you put a mirror in there or something. And that's it with the lights on. So now I'm just going to wave my magical wand around a little bit, but I'm going to be moving on to the reservoir in a second, and you'll see just how much it lights up if you put the UV light nice and close to it. And it really does give it a cool glow. So if you did want that to stand out, it'd be a good way to just kind of tuck it in to the side just behind it, wherever you wanted to, depending on what your water loop is and how you've set it up yourself. By the way, I'd suggest you don't play around with the cathodes too much, because I did get a bit of a shock from one of them. And for the final thing, I want to show you guys how the UV light can really light up the little notches that hold on the top panel as well as the front panel. And they can kind of glow like an orangey red and almost look like some kind of column fiery thing. And you could actually get a pretty cool effect going if you wanted to do anything like that, but it was a bit too extravagant for me because I really want to keep it as subtle as possible. So anyway, I hope I've informed someone out there that cold cathodes are actually pretty cool, and you don't need to get LEDs even though they're the newest thing, and they are a lot easier to manage. Cold cathodes do look really good, and if you can fit them in nice spots where they're hiding, you can get really good effects. Because I didn't see any of this information on YouTube when I was looking for it, so I just wanted to put something out there to help all you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.